When Yhwach manages to absorb Mimihagi, Urahara witnesses Mimihagi being forcibly pulled out of Ukitake and notes that it is being absorbed, before looking on in shock as Yhwach's beam of darkness strikes the Shakunmaku, creating a veil of darkness over the Seirete. Several dark creatures start coming from the sky attacking. Soon a bound Aizen is brought there by Kyoraku. He proceeds to destroy the creatures by exerting his Reiatsu and utilizing high-level Kido, prompting Urahara to note that his power must have grown even whilst he was imprisoned. While running down the street with Shunsui Kyoraku, Kisuke feels Mayuri's Reiatsu tremble, but is confident that he will be fine when Shunsui asks him. When Shunsui reports the other Reiatsu disappearing, Kisuke asks him if all the vice-captains have been defeated but is told that Renji, Rukia, Hinamori and Nanao are still with them. Kisuke and the others eventually reach the upper levels of the city, but Gerard Valkyrie jumps toward them from far away, and Kisuke comments on the jump. The Shinigami then confront Gerard. Kisuke departs from the group as they battle Gerard and heals the fallen Grimmjow. He then appears behind Yoruichi as she is being cornered by Askin Lavar, injecting an immunity-strengthening drug into her rear end. Yoruichi kicks Kisuke in the chin, and he expresses surprise when Askin addresses him by name, but Askin says that he just remembered Kisuke being one of the 5 special war powers. Suddenly, Yoruichi leaps up into the air due to Kisuke's drug taking effect, and Kisuke tells her that the effect will only last 5 minutes since the drug was rushed. Yoruichi activates Shunko Reijin Senkei, but Kisuke suggests that she use another transformation. However, Yoruichi immediately refuses. Kisuke dodges a high-leg file which Askin shoots at him, and as Yoruichi is cornered by Askin again, Kisuke reveals that he could make her transform by peeling off a paper. He does so, forcing Yoruichi to activate Shunko Raiju Senkei Shunryu Kokubyo Senkei. Kisuke tells Askin the name of the technique, making him realize that Yoruichi cannot understand him. As Yoruichi overpowers Askin, Kisuke reveals to the Quincy that Yoruichi was overcoming his immunity due to the mood of her Reiatsu changing 48 times per second. Yoruichi blasts Askin away with a big bolt of Reiatsu. Kisuke calls her over to him. Suddenly, Kisuke and Yoruichi are engulfed by Askin's Gift Ball Deluxe, and Kisuke looks in shock as he sees Askin with his Quincy Volstandig activated. After noting that spending 1 second in his Quincy Volstandig would expose him to all 48 different types of Reiatsu, Askin reveals that his Quincy Volstandig allows him to adapt to changes in the properties of poison, and claims that neither Urahara nor Yoruichi will be able to harm him now. However, Askin is surprised when Urahara activates his Bankai, Kannonbiraki, Benihime, Aratame. Noting that Askin is not leaving him much of a choice if he is earnestly trying to kill him, Urahara activates his Bankai, Kannonbiraki, Benihime, Aratame. As Askin leaps back, his arm is sewn up, prompting Urahara to praise him for realizing that his Bankai has a range, before revealing that its power is to restructure anything it touches, as the hands of Kannonbiraki Benihime Aratame repair his eyes. Slashing Askin across the chest, Urahara turns around and crosses blades with him as Askin expresses surprise at Urahara being able to see. Pointing out how Askin never said his gift barrier was impenetrable, Urahara reveals that he made a path inside, and thanks Grimmjow, who crushes Askin's heart in his hand. Urahara reveals to the incapacitated Askin that he healed Grimmjow because he thought his Hollow Reiatsu might be useful during the battle, explaining to the confounded Askin that he always thinks of many possible scenarios that could happen. Askin reveals that the power of his Gift Ball Deluxe is magnifying as he dies, noting that Urahara has no strength to escape it. Urahara and his Bankai marionette collapse as he apologizes to Ichigo and Rukia for leaving everything in their hands. Urahara and his Bankai marionette collapse as he apologizes to Ichigo and Rukia for leaving everything in their hands.